Okay, hello. I hope you can hear the volume clearly. Hello, my dear students of 10th standard. So this is the second part of the portion of life process called as the respiration. Maybe this is the second and or the last part. Respiration is not that much big part like nutrition. Okay, the next part is also very easy. Transportation very easy. You want to only study about the structure of heart, and excretion is more easier than that. Okay, during digestion process there is a lots of new words are there, but here not that much. I hope all these students, they are feeling very well, in good health, living happily and all. So again, one more time, welcome to the class 10, and today we will deal with what is happening inside our body. Okay, before starting this life process, I already told you that this year what we are mostly studying, we are studying regarding human body. Okay, last year you studied a lots about different animals and all, but this year mostly the portion covers only human body. So what all the one important thing I will tell one more time, that quiz, daily quiz is there. Please try to attend that quiz. Okay, it is also a quick revision for you. The science part, but one of the most disadvantage of the science part is that you will forget it very fastly. Understood? So continuous revision is needed. Daily revision is needed. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you in the end. If you study that small portions daily, then you will have that memory in your mind. Otherwise, once it is forgotten means we want to start it from the beginning. So, like a flow, you must work your science portions. I am not telling you want to study for 2 or 3 hours. Just spend half an hour at least half an hour. Watch those videos, watch those classes. At the same time, go with your textbook. And some of the questions I am giving a bit difficult questions. They are not state level questions. They are CBSE or ICSE level questions. So what you want to do? You want to find it from your textbook. Almost all the questions are from textbook. In state level exams, that type of questions won't come. But don't be afraid, because for your SLC final exam, that much applicable level questions won't come. But if you are planning to go for JEE or NEET, so these application level questions, mostly one word questions. Okay, only one word questions are there. So come back. Anyway, the next class I will discuss about this respiration. Okay, with the help of the board and all. So why I am showing this diagram? Because the diagram in your textbook is not that much perfect. It is difficult to understand with that textbook diagram. And also myself, I am not a very expert in drawing. Okay, if I draw all these parts, what you will think? First of all, I want to show you the original parts of our human body. If I am drawing the same part in board, what will happen? It will look like something else, and you will feel that your internal organs are like that. Okay? To avoid that misunderstanding, this is actually how our respiratory organs look like. Understood? If we take a deep scan of our body, we can see the internal organ, the respiratory organ will be this much. So mostly what all things we have? So here we have something called as the nasal cavity, especially the hole at the tip of our nose, and it goes inside. That is the nasal cavity. Okay. After that, there is a particular thing called pharynx or larynx. Understand? Pharynx and larynx. What is this pharynx and larynx? Actually, for your 10th standard, you don't want to study about that. But I will tell what is pharynx and what is larynx. Actually, pharynx act as a gateway. Understand? It is a two-way door. Pharynx, actually it is a two-way door. So you already studied about this cavity before in digestion, isn't it? And same pipe like this is there in digestion. What is the name of that pipe? Okay, esophagus or food pipe. But here also same pipe is there. Just imagine the food we are eating is going inside the lungs. What will happen? Oh my God, something big trouble will happen. But imagine that the air we are breathing, it is going inside our stomach. What will happen? Something weird will happen. So to avoid that, there is a particular organ called as this pharynx, or we can say it as our throat. Understood? Our throat. You know where is our throat? Yes, it's not in our head, it's in our neck here, this part. Understood? So this is the throat. Actually, it is a throat, our throat. So what is its function? Its main function is to send the food we are eating into the esophagus, and the air we breathe into this trachea. Understand? Or windpipe. Trachea or windpipe. So pharynx is our throat, and larynx, another organ. It has nothing to do with respiration, but this is our sound box. Understand? Our larynx is our sound box. We are making sound because of the vibration from this larynx. Okay? Anyway, question from that part won't come for exam, but you must know that. Being a human being, you must know how sound is coming out. I think in older classes, in before 10th standard, before this NCERT part was included, in 10th standard you will study about this larynx very well, how you are producing sound. Anyway, leave it, that's not very important. Anyway, during diagram you must draw it. Next one is trachea. This pipe is called as trachea. And you know these are lungs, right lungs and left lungs. So the lungs, mainly after that pipe comes down, it divides into two. Understand? Two main subdivision, that is called as bronchi. Understood? Bronchi. This pronunciation will be difficult, I think, but continuously if you pronounce, no problem with that. Anyway, in exam you don't want to pronounce it, you just want to write it. So just what you want to do, go off with the spelling well. Okay? Bronchi and bronchioles. Again this bronchi divided into small sub pipes. Okay? Subdivisions, and that is called as bronchioles. And at the tip of every bronchioles, at the tip of every bronchioles, there is another small thing called as the alveoli. Understood? This is the alveoli, and this is an important part of our respiration. This acts as same like the villi we studied in small intestine. Understood? It has nothing to do regarding digestion, but it has something to do regarding this respiration. And the last one is diaphragm. You know what is this diaphragm? Actually, diaphragm, what is its job? It is a muscle. Actually, it is a muscle. Okay, it separates our stomach and all from this upper organs, and also it is a muscle. That muscle will power the breathing. Understood? While we breathe in air, our chest will become larger, isn't it? That means this diaphragm is contracting upside, and when the diaphragm is relaxed, the air will go out of our body and our chest will become small. So these are the things mainly happening. So first of all, just start. Oxygen here in the atmosphere. Okay, this is the atmosphere, full atmosphere. We are inhaling in oxygen through our nose or maybe our mouth. And that oxygen, while traveling through our nose, you heard that our atmosphere contains a lots of dust particles, maybe bacteria. During this time, coronavirus also is there. Oh my God. So what is the main duty of this nasal cavity? If you look closer into your nose, if you go near a mirror and if you see very closely your nose, you can see hair inside your nose. Am I right? Small hair are there. It's called as cilia. So what is the duty of this hair actually? Some of the bacteria or some of the dust particles, okay, some of the dust particles is getting accumulated there. Understand that hair won't allow this dust to go inside our lungs. Understand? So if there was not that hair, The entire dust, what all harmful what gases are there in the atmosphere, it will go directly into our lungs and it can damage our lungs. So for the smooth process of our lungs, there is that hair inside our nose. And not only that hair, and if you just put one's finger into your nose and if you take out, you can see that some moisture is there. Some watery substance is there, isn't it? Actually, it is like a sticky watery substance. What is it? Yes, of course, it is mucus. Okay, the mucus, the same mucus which is inside our stomach. Some mucus is also secreted inside the nasal cavity. So, what is the aim or what is the function of this mucus inside our nasal cavity? You know, you study the functions of mucus. It protects our stomach from the strong action of hydrochloric acid. Am I right? But here we are not dealing with any hydrochloric acid. So the main function of the mucus is to, it will kills the bacteria. Okay, the bacteria won't pass this mucus. After that, the air comes here, the pharynx. So pharynx will open the door towards this trachea. Understood? Pharynx will open the door towards this trachea, and now the air enters the trachea. But something is different here, isn't it? If we zoom in, see, something is different. Our esophagus was a straight pipe, but it is, see, curves are there. If we closely see, it is acting like rings. Am I right or not? Lots of rings are there. Count it. Anyway, just leave it. You don't want to count it. So, what is the function of these rings? Its name is cardiac rings. So, actually it is a C-shaped structure like this. Understood? C-shaped structure. And one after the another, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So what is the function of that? In the case of esophagus, we need to apply pressure from our mouth so that the food will go down. There peristaltic movement is happening, but here is nothing. Our trachea is not that much elastic, so peristaltic movement won't happen. So how this air will freely flow into our lungs? Because of those rings. Understand? The entire trachea, the layers of trachea is binded with those rings so that it won't collapse. Collapsing means what will happen if you blow a balloon and let the air go outside? It will become very small, isn't it? Same thing happened to our trachea. But if there is this type of rings there, what will happen? It won't collapse. Collapse means it will not come together. Understand? If it is sticking together like a pipe, if that pipe sticks together, the oxygen won't flow freely. For that purpose, these types of rings are there. We will discuss that in the next slide, but see that shape. So after that, through the windpipe, the air reaches where? Here, the end of trachea. The end of trachea is again divided into two pipes. Two main pipes, it is called as bronchi. Understand? This is also pipe. And again this bronchi is again divided into small pipes. See, a network of pipes. And that is known as bronchioles. Understood? And this bronchioles end, again if you want to zoom in, here we zoom in, we cannot see. So these are the, these small pipes. So this is trachea. The main two divisions are bronchi, and again bronchi is subdivided into lots of small pipes or small network which is called as bronchioles. There are thousands and thousands of bronchioles inside our lungs. Understand? But each and every tip of bronchiole, again it is divided into one more important organ, and it is called as the alveoli. Understood? Alveoli. We will study this alveoli in detail. So alveoli is the main part in our lungs. So these things you understood, isn't it? First, the oxygen will move inside our nose, then it passes that air, mucus and all, it will reach pharynx. Pharynx will turn the direction of that air into the food pipe. It won't allow that air to go to what? Esophagus. Larynx is also there, air passes through the larynx, and after that it reaches trachea. Trachea will take it to the divisional point. Here it is given into, equally it is given into the right lungs and left lungs. That pipe is called as bronchi, and again bronchi is divided into small pipes called as bronchioles. At the tip of the bronchioles we can see alveoli. So if we see alveoli here, see, this is something like it will look. Understood? Alveoli. See, this is a small part. We zoomed from this part of the lungs, and each and every alveoli will be like this. Understand? See. So what is the reason? It's like balloon or like a group of grapes. Okay, whatever you think. So this alveoli is covered with lots of blood vessels. See, these are the blood vessels. Blue and red. Understand? Blue and red. Why this red color is given to it? Mostly in diagrams, if regarding these arteries and veins, arteries, veins are there. Capillaries means small arteries. When we are seeing this blood, not blood, red color, that is pure blood, means oxygenated blood. Getting it? Red color of our veins, red color of our arteries implements that it is oxygenated blood or pure blood. Blue means not oxygenated. That means carbon dioxide is present in that blood. It is impure blood. And mostly in our human body, most of our arteries carries this oxygenated blood. Understand? Arteries, mostly our arteries carries oxygenated blood, and the veins carry deoxygenated blood or impure blood. So mostly we are representing vein with blue color and arteries with red color. Understood? But in some cases, some of the veins will carry good blood. Understand? We will study that in transportation part. Okay, in this part it is not there. So these are the alveoli. See, alveoli number 1, 2, 3. So why is this structure given to that? Why? Because maximum amount of oxygen must be absorbed by the blood vessels. Understood? See, each and every part of this alveoli, you can see a lots of blood vessels. It is totally covered with blood vessels. There are lots of capillaries. Capillaries means small arteries. Okay, small arteries. Lots of small veins are also there. What is this vein doing here? Actually, the oxygen is absorbed. Oxygen is absorbed in this alveoli and it is sent to the cell. Understood? But after making it energy, carbon dioxide is returned back, and that carbon dioxide comes through this blue vein. Understand? And it reaches the alveoli. Alveoli again absorb it and give it back to the lungs in the form of carbon dioxide, and we exhale that carbon dioxide outside. Okay, that is the process of respiration. You understood what this diagram? In textbook it is a very bit more complex. That's why I choose this diagram. Okay, so this is the alveoli, and this is very important part. See how these capillaries are covered throughout the alveolis. And if it is a single round, understood? If it is a single round, what about the surface area? See, inside also there is lots of balloon-like structures, round. To increase the surface area. Okay, whenever the surface area is high, large amount of absorption take place. So there is a fact that if we take out this entire alveoli from our body, if we take out this entire alveoli from our body and we are flattening it up means unfolding it, and if we keep it in a floor, its total surface area will be like 85 or something like above 80 meters square. Just imagine how much big it will be. So it is folded into small, round structures so that maximum air is absorbed. 80 square meter means like, have you seen my board? My board is only 1 square meter. Okay, like that 80 boards. If we keep 80 boards in the ground, that much big surface area of our entire alveoli. Just imagine how much big is it. So it is folded into very small round structures, that is alveoli, and in alveoli the absorption of oxygen is happening and the releasing of carbon dioxide is happening. Understood? So I think this diagram is already very well understood by you. So this is our respiratory system. You have a nasal cavity, air enters nasal cavity, reaches pharynx way a two-way door. It will send the air into larynx and trachea. Trachea will take the air into two division is there called as the bronchi. Okay, the right one and the left one. Again the bronchi is again divided into bronchioles. Again the bronchioles tip is called as alveoli. It looks like something like this. Understand? Lots of blood vessels are there in alveoli. So it will absorb this oxygen and it will take it to the heart. And that heart will pump all the oxygen throughout our body. Okay, regarding that we can study in that PDF format. Come on, let's go with that. Okay, Control L. So this is the first part. Nasal cavity help. Nasal cavity has fine hairs which filter the dust particles for the air passing through it. The passage is also lined with mucus, which moistens to avoid friction and trap dust particles. And one more function of mucus is it will provide a lubricate. Understand? If our if our windpipe and our nose, everything is dry, what will happen? Continuous breathing will cause friction. Understood? And it will damage our cells. That's why mucus is there, and it also stops that what? Yes, dust particles. See, this is the nasal cavity, this is our nose. See that hair? And it goes inside like this and goes down. So next is this one. See, what is this? Of course, it is the trachea. Right or not? So that C-shaped ring is called as cartilages. Okay? Cartilage, study that. That are that rings. It is not windpipe. This is that. This thing, see, this cartilage. And what will be this thing? Any idea? This one. Two pipes are there. One is this. This is our trachea. Understand? Trachea is mostly, this one is solid. This cartilage, C-shaped cartilage rings are solid. But inside a small layer you can see. Actually that is our windpipe. It is being given stability by this type of rings. But one more thing is there. Oh, it is written here, isn't it? So you already know it is the esophagus. See, esophagus is like this. It is sticked together. So just imagine if air comes means it won't pass here because the pressure is very low. Understand? And eating is mostly not a spontaneous process. Am I right? Every time you are eating. I don't know about you. Anyway, I am not eating every time. Mostly I am eating 3 or maximum 4 times a day. So at that time only, this also esophagus want to open. That much bigger. Okay, we are swallowing saliva. For that much work is not needed by this esophagus. But these types of cartilages are present in our trachea or windpipe so that it won't collapse. This means this is esophagus is collapsed here. But the trachea is stirred. So easily air will flow through these walls of trachea. Okay? Next. See, say alveoli at the end of bronchi. This is the pharynx, larynx, then trachea, then it comes to the lungs. This one is what? Tell me, what is it? Oh, you just studied that before, isn't it? Where is it? When it's gone? I'll take that photo one more time. The same thing we studied here. What is it? See. What is that? This is trachea. The next one is what? Bronchi. Next one, bronchioles. Forgot that? Okay. Try to repeat why I am telling this, okay? Otherwise, you will forget the name and all. Again, zoom gone? No, zoom came. So, bronchi, bronchioles. Tip of the bronchioles is alveoli. See, alveoli. Isn't it? It's round structures where the absorption of oxygen is going on. Functions of alveoli. One more question. Alveoli provide a surface where the exchange of gases can take place. Mostly which gases? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. How is oxygen delivered from lungs to tissues? That's an important thing. Anyway, this alveoli is absorbing all this oxygen. Then how is reaching our cells? Let's see. Blood. Blood is the main transportation agent in our body. Understood? That's our next part. Okay? Blood transport all those things. So the oxygen in the alveolar air is taken up by blood in alveolar blood vessels to be transported to all the cells in our body. So the blood will take care of the oxygen after that. And the blood is the same thing which brings back the carbon dioxide also. Why do lungs always have residual volume of air? Residual volume means the entire air we are breathing in is not going outside. Understand? The entire air is not going outside. Only 1/3 part of our air is going outside. So the remaining air is held by the lungs so that maximum absorption take place. Okay, the lungs always contain a residual volume of air so that there is sufficient time for the oxygen to be absorbed and carbon dioxide to be released. Leave it. What advantage of aquatic organisms does a terrestrial organisms means those we are living in land. Okay, we are living in land. So air contains more oxygen compared to water. Terrestrial animals do not have the. These question answers directly write it to the CW. So oxygen and carbon dioxide transportation, that's another important part. Here something extra we are going to study. So this chlorophyll pigment, which is the main pigment behind photosynthesis. Am I right? But here one more pigment is there. This oxygen in its purest form, it does not dissolve very easily in blood. Each and every time we are breathing oxygen, but if it is in the purest form, it will not dissolve in blood. So something must be there to take it on. For example, you want to go from one part to another part of the river. A river is there. You want to go from the top of the river to the bottom of the river. And you don't know swimming. What you will do? You will be drowned and you will be dead. So you will not reach your destination. Same. So something must carry you. A boat. This hemoglobin here act like a boat. It will carry the oxygen from our lungs to the cells. And this carbon dioxide, what about that? Carbon dioxide is a very good swimmer. Okay. It easily dissolves in, not in oxygen, easily dissolves in blood. So there is no need of any extra thing to carry carbon dioxide. Okay? Understood? Okay. The hemoglobin pigment present in the blood gets attached to the 4 O2 molecules. Okay, leave it. All these things are very simple. Already we discussed about all these things. Any extra things are there? Okay, deficiency of hemoglobin. What will happen if there is no enough hemoglobin in our blood? Less oxygen is carried. Okay, less oxygen is carried to our cells. So less energy we will obtain, and we will come to a condition called as anemia. Anemia means the count of this hemoglobin is very less in our body. For a normal human body, the hemoglobin count is like 12 to 15, I think 12 to 17 grams in adult. That count. Anyway, I will give you afterwards. 12 to 17 grams. That is the count of the hemoglobin. So that is it. Next one is the transportation. We will start. Transportation is the next class. Okay. So that is the respiration and all. That diagram I will send it. Try to practice that. Okay. I hope this respiration part was not that much difficult. Okay. And when the chapter is finishing, if any difficult topic is there, means just post it in the WhatsApp. Okay. We will conduct one more class for that. Only for that particular portion. If in class means directly you can ask the doubts, but during this time it is difficult. Even if it is online classes also very difficult. It is not that much practical. So stay at home because of this corona time and all. So all my dear kids, just go through the video. I hope you understand and you like these two videos regarding respiration. I think it was more easier than the digestion. Okay, till then, Mithun Raj from this part of the all world, signing off. So, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye, my dear kids. Bye bye, and Jai Hind.